Now let's talk about the United States Postal Service. US Postmaster General Louis DeJoy will be facing Congress over questions of his overall leadership of USPS and of those postal delays. And those delays have had huge impacts on businesses. So let's talk about that now. We've got Mitch Goldstone, CEO of ScanMyPhotos.com, here with us to discuss. So Mitch, thanks for joining us. We've had you on before, and we had you on in the run-up to the elections when we saw a pretty big slowdown in postal deliveries. You said at the time that these delays were pretty bad back then. Have they gotten any better?
It's not, and there are a lot of new troubling signs that are going on where we're all trying to restore trust in the U.S. Postal Service. So the biggest issue that's happened through the pandemic is that 40% of all of our orders are from families preparing for memorial services through Zoom. It's so sad where they're sending in all their photos, digitize it, get it back, and the delays are unacceptable. It has to be instant.
Now, I'm wondering how these delays, really impact a business like yours.
They do. They're devastating for everyone. You look at what's happening. We only have 38% on-time delivery for first-class mail now. And the new plan through Postmaster General DeJoy is to delay it further by transferring first-class mail from airplanes to trucks. So that's going to be really bad, but we're seeing it really hard. It hasn't just been seasonal from the holidays, but especially now. And I know from so many other businesses, we're all trying to reinvent ourselves to challenge the delays because people have to get their orders instantly. We've come up with a couple of cool ways of doing it, but a lot of businesses can't.
So let's talk about that for a second. How have you had to innovate around all of these shipping problems and delays that you guys have been experiencing?
Sure. And every day we get questions from customers about delays. They need their orders scanned immediately. So what we came up with at Scan My Photos is instant scanning. So the same day it's received, it's scanned, it's uploaded, sent back to you the same day. So that's been really helpful, but it's also been very costly. We've had to increase postage to get the orders back quicker too. So there's so many added costs with that. So what we're doing is we're preparing a bill to send to Mr. DeJoy directly, if he's still there, because next week is a big deal. President Biden is able to nominate new board members, and with the majority, then DeJoy can be fired, and that's what we're hoping is going to happen.
So how big is that bill that you plan to send to the Postmaster General?
And I was hoping to have it for you today, but it's probably going to be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're adding all the expenses, all of the costs we had for it. And when you take that and with all the other companies to send a bill to DeJoy for all of the delays, problems, and it's not just delays, but it's goodwill too, where our name is being tarnished because people need the deliveries instantly, and it's just not happening. Now, a good question is, why not just switch to FedEx, UPS? We've been in business 30 years, and I think the biggest secret to our success is trust, and we trust our vendors, 600,000 employees at the US Postal Service, and we would never dream of switching to another courier. I think what needs to happen is with the new Postmaster General, Brad Stone, a great author, wrote a book about Jeff Bezos and Amazon. It was published in 2013. He's working on a new one. And that's what I hope the new Postmaster General will read to understand if Amazon could do it, the U.S. Postal Service can do it too.
I'm wondering, I know you said you wouldn't dream of switching to, another postal service provider, but is it getting to the point, however, where, these losses that you're facing are getting greater than the costs of going to UPS and FedEx? I mean, how long can you guys reasonably, continue with these delays?
That's a good question. It doesn't matter. I don't care because we passionately love the U.S. Postal Service. They invented our business, and even though they're having problems from the top, it's not the other people. It's the Postmaster General that's causing this. I'm not bending. I'm not going to leave. What I'd like to do is to rebuild trust, have them rebuild trust with us. We're not leaving because it's all about loyalty. And when you have a partner like that, you can't just leave. It's more than just economic factors. It's emotional, and they become such great friends of ours over the years, and our customers love them. So yeah, that's not happening. They need to fix their act.
Well, unfortunately for the United States Postal Service, a lot of customers do not have the same level of loyalty that you have. Of course, as we've seen, the amount of customers that the USPS has had steadily decline throughout the years. Mitch Goldstone, CEO of ScanMyPhotos.com, thanks so much for joining us.